Experience for everyone.
This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
All right, everybody, what's going on? It is a Tuesday afternoon. I had to think of what day it was. Tuesday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew, along with Grande and the Brown Man. We come to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios. For everybody that is tuning in on radio on ESPN 1090, man, we are stoked that you guys are here listening throughout the entire mega market, the entire region of Southern California. Glad all the radio listeners are here. Tonight, Channel 4 San Diego, we will be on television from 7 to 8 p.m. So if you are sitting around tonight and you're hanging out, turn on Channel 4. If you're a bar owner or a restaurant owner and you're thinking about what sports coverage can I put on my TVs, turn us on at 7 o'clock and then snap a picture and tweet it to us, and we'll give you shout outs on the air. And if you guys are with us today, we had a great crowd yesterday in the YouTube chat. A lot of people there. Mondays are always big days, especially coming off big football weekends. So glad you guys were with us yesterday. And audio podcasters, whenever you want, man, we're available for you. I got to think Browner's doing something right now, Grande. Let's take a look at what Browner's got going on right now. Brown, what do you got cooking right now?
What you looking? I'm surfing the internet looking for stories to be entertaining on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right now.
You like to do that before the show? You like to
Both.
do it during?
You
Because
like to do it
things are
during the show?
happening during the show.
That's true. I just hear a lot of this moving around stuff. I just hear a lot. I'm like, what's going on?
That ain't me.
I don't know. Is it you,
I was
Alex?
eating a hot dog in between segments. I ate a hot dog.
You ate a hot dog?
Yeah.
Really?
Who's got
Kosher
hot
dog? Like a Hebrew nat? What kind of dog we talking?
A who? No, man. Listen. I'm gonna live longer than everybody because I eat Oscar Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't change my diet. I eat the same thing all the time. I got a nice rotation. Real comfortable up in there. All right. So
Really?
this rotation allows my body to understand what's coming in, so they know what to kick out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't introduce nothing new into it. The last new addition I had into this bite was 10 years ago. That was sushi.
Mm.
That's been
Except
the last
from
new addition.
a sidewalk.
Excuse me?
Right.
No sushi in a sidewalk.
No. Don't you don't ever do that.
Before I get to Tom Brady, this now has me interested. This Oscar Mayer hot dog. How do you prepare such dog?
You boil it.
Oh, you boil the dog.
Yeah, I had 2 of them. I ate
Really?
one, and then I was do another one. And when we go to a break, I'm gonna eat some more.
Talk to me
Grande.
about your bun here. Is this straight from the bag?
Oh yeah.
Is it toasted?
Mm-mm. Fresh out the bag. Nathan's hot dog eating whatever buns they got. I get those.
Why would you use the Nathan's bun with the Oscar Mayer dog rather than go Nathan's dog on the Nathan's bun?
Because I don't like the Nathan hot dog.
Okay.
I don't. Oscar Mayer offers. I'm burping.
Ugh.
Oscar
Burping the
Mayer
hot dog.
I know,
offers.
he's gonna throw up.
We all know that smell that he just laid out
Yeah.
too.
Ugh.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
Do you know what the
Oscar
worst part
Mayer
is?
has-
The worst part is burping in your mask. I find myself burping in my mask all the time. So then I burp in my mask and then I inhale through my nose, and it's just like the whole burp stays right there in my mask. You feel me?
Yep.
I mean, I just take it off when I gotta do that.
Are you
Okay.
guys telling me that you can legitimately taste the difference between Nathan's, Farmer John's, and Oscar Mayer hot dogs?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
man. I don't.
Definitely.
I cannot at
Yeah,
all.
Yeah,
definitely.
really?
I
Yeah.
pretty much have cut out hot dogs from my life.
That's probably why.
I've gone straight sausage. I do sausage now.
Really? Yeah. I got to say something though.
It's up another level. Here we go again. With
Well,
the
he's
elitism.
coastal elite, but Grande.
Thanks, Brian. West Coast
Grande.
Barbecue Shop.
If I were gonna have a hot dog, and
Yes.
I'm getting to Tom Brady, everybody, chill out. If I were gonna have a hot dog,
He retired. Breaking news.
I
Right.
know, but I still want to talk about it. If I were gonna have a hot dog,
Yes.
boiling it would
Is the
be
last thing I
the
do.
absolute last way I
Really?
would ever prepare a
Yeah.
hot dog.
The only way I eat them.
Ever.
I would put it in a microwave before I put it in a boiling water.
Why? I'm
I
curious
just the
now.
smell. I remember the smell of boiling hot dogs. It's just
How do
always
y'all
been
cook y'all hot dogs?
gross.
On the
Okay, well,
grill?
I'll tell you
Yeah.
how I would. I'll tell you how I'd.
on a
if
grill.
you,
Number
right.
one.
If you said to me, "Hey, you got a hot dog. How do you want to prepare it?" Grilling it would be number one,
Okay.
and then I would say as my backup plan, I would probably put it on a frying pan and
Mhm.
roll it on a frying pan so I could maybe get it
I
a
would
little
put some
blackened.
slits. I'd put some slits and then do it on the frying pan.
Well, if I were going to do it on the frying pan, I would butterfly it. I mean, just straight
That's a good one.
butterfly.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Listen, this elitism way of cooking hot
And
dogs,
then
boy,
and
it must
then
be nice.
the Mexican thing I do,
Oh, ooh.
before
Tapatio.
before I even get to the boiling,
Yeah.
if I have to boil a hot dog, that's out. I'm not eating it. I'm going breakfast style with it, and I chop it up and I scramble some eggs with it,
What are you, 3?
and then I go tapatio.
Let me
Mhm.
ask you a question. When was the last time you had a boiled hot dog?
I had to be assuming, do they do that at, like, Petco and stuff? Is that how they serve it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's what you're eating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, since I haven't had a regular hot dog at Petco in my life, probably high school?
So Mama Padilla built you right. She built you strong. All right. I don't know what you done turned into, Mr. Elitist, but Mama Padilla was doing you right. She was boiling your hot dogs. Now you out here putting them on the grill. This guy's butterflying his hot dogs. Wait till your daddy hear this. He's just gonna be disappointed.
One of the reasons I really have a big hang up about boiled hot dogs is when my son was real young. I mean, he was probably 6 or 7 years old. I don't remember, but his friend had a birthday party, and the parents were South African. And they had
Shout
this
out.
birthday, yeah, they had this party at like a BMX track, right? So all the kids brought their bikes and they were going to ride around this BMX track. My son didn't have like a BMX bike. He had just a regular bicycle, but whatever. We just took the bike, put it in the car, went to the BMX track, and we had this birthday party. And the mom decided she was going to serve lunch at the birthday party for the kids, hot dogs and then cake and whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she shows up with like 4 or 5 like thermoses. Like people, like a construction guy goes to work, gets
Yeah.
his thermos, puts his coffee in his thermos, and he takes it with him in his lunch pail all
Yeah.
day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. My dad had
Well,
a great one. Yeah.
so did my dad. My dad had one with like the red top that it actually had the little handle
Cup.
on the top, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pour it off. Then you
Yeah.
take up the thing, you pour the
Yeah.
coffee in, and you got it like a
Except
little coffee cup.
except because we're Mexican, a lot of times those things, instead of coffee, they would be rolled with a bunch of burritos in aluminum foil. They stick them in there and just, like, roll it up, and
This
it
is what
keeps
I'm
them.
getting at.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I'm getting at. So the mom, okay, she said, "Hey, everybody, we're going to have lunch." And she had these 4 like thermoses with hot water in them. And inside, she had
Hot
hot
dogs.
dogs, although
Yeah.
she called them sausages because she was South African. So she called the hot dog sausage. The hot dogs were actually stored in the boiling water in the thermos. She would then pull out the hot dog, or she called it the sausage,
Uh-huh.
throw it down on a bun and give it to the kids. Now these are kids; they're little; they don't care. Somebody said hot dog, kids are fine with that. Me, I don't know why. I wanted to like throw up. The notion of a hot dog in hot water in a thermos made me sick for some. Oh, look at Browner! Look at
Mhm.
Browner go.
I honestly have more of a problem with the non-toasted bun. I feel like that's like a bun out of a bag is just not ready to go,
No,
it's just not.
see now I'm on Browner's side. I like the super soft bun. Now, if I'm grilling, I will put the bun on the grill and make it a little crunchy.
Need a
But
little steam at least.
but
At
no, you see,
least.
I like that fresh out of the bag if they're really super soft. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Browner,
Mm-mm.
Oscar Mayer hot dogs on Nathan's rolls. Oy vey.
Now, it's only because I couldn't find a Hawaiian roll
And it looks
hot
like
dog
there's
bun.
absolutely nothing on that hot
Right,
dog,
no ketchup, no
which
mustard,
is, like,
no
It
even
is.
worse.
right,
No.
no kraut, no relish, no
No,
onions,
it's
nothing.
ketchup on there and it's honey mustard on there. Don't do that to me.
Oh, really? Ketchup and
Yeah.
honey
Mhm.
mustard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no I listen, I'm from Southern California. I have no problem with ketchup on a hot dog. None whatsoever. I think it adds a
Yeah.
great flavor to it.
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
I'm
not
not down on ketchup on a hot dog
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, but I think
Now,
there's just a thing of boiling food, like boiled eggs, disgusting. Like, get away from me. It smells disgusting when you're cooking them. Everything about them is gross as hell.
mhm,
Like boiled chicken, no one ever likes boiled chicken.
mhm,
Like you got to shred that thing and then season it up and put it in something like chicken salad or something. Like
mm,
boiling food is just not like obviously I'm not talking about pasta and rice and stuff. I'm talking about like food. Not
yeah,
good.
That's
yeah.
not wait, pasta and rice ain't food?
Yeah,
No,
but
they are, but
that's the way you
not
make it.
proteins,
Not proteins. There you go.
Yeah,
Proteins.
yeah. Browner, I'm impressed though. I'm impressed that you boil your dogs.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with
Not
that. I'm
not
from a
for me.
different era.
Not from me, but whatever. Hey,
How
listen,
does Costco do their dogs? That's the last time I had like a
They
hot
boil
dog.
them.
No way. They
No.
got to have them on the rotisserie thingy, right? Like
Oh,
No,
really?
something
They
like
don't have them on like a
like a
flat, like, frying
no.
grill and they
Them
just turn them
joints is
over?
them joints is in a big old pot and they yank one out and throw it in a bun and
that
they give
can't
it to
be
you.
true. We have to have somebody in the chat that
All right. right?
Either works at Costco or knows somebody that works at Costco.
I was at Costco yesterday. Do some research. That's where I got these glassware from.
I do my own research, okay?
You know who's got a damn good dog though? A damn good hot dog. And I haven't had one in a really, really long time.
Lefties.
What's Lefties?
It's a Chicago pizzeria here. They got great Chicago dogs there.
Okay. I haven't had that. You know who got a great dog though? Is Five Guys. Because Five Guys butterflies it and
Really?
fries it. Yeah.
I
Never
had
had
their
one?
hot dog before.
Never had a dog at Five Guys?
No, I'll try one.
Check them out. Check them out.
Okay.
All right, hold on one second. I'm going into TomBrady because I do want to talk about that. But before we do, I want to.
Browner was right.
I told you.
They boil the dog.
But then they take them out and steam them.
Same thing. They steam them to keep them warm. I told you. I mean, y'all got to start listening to me, man. Y'all let this Joe Burrow thing cloud y'all.
Listen, when it comes to fast food,
right.
we should definitely listen to you.
Yeah, I know. That's see, Alex is right. We should never listen to you when it comes to Joe Burrow, when it comes to Cooper Kupp, Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, when it comes to sports, we should just stop listening to you altogether. But when it comes to fast food and soda, you're the king.
Dude, one person on this show cannot be trusted with sports takes. The other person on the show admitted, yeah, I'm actually paying attention to sports for the first time in my life. Like, what is this? Is this really a sports show?
That's an exaggeration. You didn't say that you just
and
started
Browner's
paying
not
attention
the
to sports.
exaggeration.
I mean, Browner, yes, it's true. But Alex, you didn't just start paying attention to sports now.
No, you,
fool. Me? You're talking about me?
Yeah,
talking about me?
Listen, you've listened to the show for 2 years, 3 years, whatever we've been doing it as the three of us. Like, I'm the smartest person when it comes to sports on the show. That's a fact.
Really?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Really?
This guy's reading his own press clippings now. Look at this guy.
Grande Damas. I mean, dude, 2 catches, 18 yards. That's going to put me on Mount Rushmore for the rest of this, the history of this sports show.
Hey, pal.
I know the Padres win total. Where does that put me?
That was a good one.
Yeah.
But neither of you guys are that dude this past weekend. I don't know if you guys read about this. There was a guy this past weekend that bet on both the AFC championship game and the NFC championship game. And he bet $5 total. And he not only did he win both games, but he predicted the score in both games. And his $5, I want to say, turned out to like $500,000.
When gambling gets legal in California, I'm gonna gamble a lot on the NBA.
Okay.
Whatever money I have been putting into crypto, I will stop and start putting it into sports betting.
Same thing.
Nice.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. And right now, dude, I'm in the red in crypto, so why not?
You and everybody else.
Well, it's funny. I tried to do a little crypto buying just for the sake of seeing what it's all about. And I downloaded the Coinbase app, and then I tried to connect my Chase bank account with it. And for whatever reason, it's never worked. I've never been able to put money into the Coinbase account, and I've stopped using all other banks other than Chase. So I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know.
Chased you out.
I guess so. Hey, speaking of gambling, let me have 1 minute here, and then I want to get to Brady, and not just Brady. There's a lot of other stuff I want to get to today, including Josh McDaniels becoming the head coach of the Raiders. We'll get to that story on the way as well, and lots of other stuff that I still want to get to. But speaking of gambling, I want to ask all the great friends out there to do me a favor, and I say me, do the show a favor, and do yourself a favor. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app because we are ready to roll. We've been waiting since September kickoff. And now, in honor of the big game, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56, giving new customers 56-1 odds on either team. So you bet $5 hypothetically on the Rams, they win, you get $280 in free bets if your team wins. Okay. If a sports book is not in your state yet, like California, Browner, you can play DraftKings daily fantasy football contests for Super Bowl 56 and new customers. So for those of you who have not yet done this, we've been asking you for a long time, download this app, the DraftKings Sportsbook app. New users can get a free shot at $1 million at the top prize with your first deposit. So here's what I ask you to do. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Real simple, right? Use our promo code GREATFRIENDS. Great Friends. Shouldn't be too hard to remember. Get 56-1 odds on either team. Bet just $5. Get $280 in free bets if your team wins. The promo code is DraftKings. The promo code at DraftKings is Great Friends, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56. You need to be 21 years old. There are some location requirements that varies by jurisdiction. Go to DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full details. And if anybody has a gambling problem out there, 1-800-GAMBLER is the number to call. Okay, there you go. So download that, the DraftKings app. There you go, DraftKings Sportsbook. All right, so fellas, yesterday we started talking about the Tom Brady retirement news. And two thoughts came to mind. One, I hope he doesn't quit. I don't know why. I still want him to play. Maybe it's the old guy factor in me, that just wants to see a 44-year-old guy continue to do it. And by the way, he's not 44 years old mentoring some young guy who's going to be his replacement. He's 44 years old and he's at the top of his game. Over 5,300 yards passing this season for Tom Brady and leading his team to another situation where they had home field, not throughout the playoffs, but at least for the first round. And obviously, a lot of things didn't go Tampa's way, and credit to the Rams. Okay. I wanted Tom Brady to come back, I think, for the old guy factor. And I also wanted Tom Brady to come back, and this is a little weird. I wanted him to prove the media wrong. I gotta say, I don't know how fans feel about this, but tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that when a guy like Adam Schefter or a guy like Jeff Darlington, not as famous, but when a guy like Schefter tells the world that Brady's retiring, but Brady hasn't said it, the Bucks haven't said it, his agent hasn't said it, his companies haven't said it, he's sort of jumping the gun and ruining Brady's announcement in some way. But yet that's Schefter's job, is to be first on the scene with it. He's got to scoop everybody else that works for a different network.
Mm-hmm.
So in some weird way, I wanted Brady to come back just to prove the media wrong. You guys think fans even care about any of this? Like, he's retiring, but then it's not official. And then by today, it's Brady putting it out there. Because I
Yeah.
even read a column in the New York Post recently that was their media writer who said it seems like a conflict of interest because Schefter is at ESPN and Brady's got this documentary series called The Man in the Arena with ESPN that's co-produced with those guys, and they're in business together. So why are the ESPN reporters reporting something that Brady hasn't put out yet? Or I don't know if
Because
anybody cares about this.
that's exactly where I'm going with this, is because I think that I don't know if you know this, Scott. The show was supposed to end already, Man in the Arena, but it was randomly delayed without reason. The final episode, and most conspiracy theories are saying is because Brady wanted to announce his retirement on the final episode of the show, and Schefter and Darlington caught wind of it and ruined it because it was supposed to be there. And I think if you guys, I think the three of us know the report was true. He just wanted it to be on his own terms,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yesterday, even he does a podcast with Jim Gray, who's like, the biggest kiss ass of all time to Tom Brady, and he doesn't even tell him. He doesn't. He literally last night at 4 p.m. Pacific, they're airing this podcast for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Gray asked him, "What's up?" And he's like, "I'm still taking my time. I'm still figuring it out." So he knew what? Did he figure it out in the span of a night? I'm retired. He wanted to do it on his own terms. And to your point, Scott, I think he was trying to not let Schefter break the story. That's all.
But look, man, Adam Schefter's got a job to do, whether you like the job or not. He's got a job to do. That's how he makes his money, breaking stories. So if you let him weasel his way in there, then that's your fault. Like, I don't really get why people are upset with these guys for breaking the news. Now, if we are going to yell at them and saying that they were wrong because his dad came out and said he's not retiring, no decision's been made. Tom Brady came out with Jim Gray and said there's no decision's been made. All the time he knew the decision had been made and had busted him, then they were right. They were right, and give them credit for being right instead of bashing them for jumping on the story. Like, that's what they get paid to do. So I don't understand why we live in a society where we want all this sports information. We want all the information. We want their DUIs. We want their kids' names. We want their hamstring pulls. But they get to retire on their own? Like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I'm not mad at them. And just be right. That's all I care. Be right. You ain't got to be first. Just be right. And this time, Adam Schefter was first, and he was right.
Well, maybe Alex, you might be onto something here, though, just in terms of ESPN finds out, well, or they together decide to extend the series. I haven't seen the series yet. Have you guys
Me neither.
watched the series?
No, remember I told you I had no
I have not
interest.
seen a single
I have
episode.
I have
Don't
no
care.
interest in
Lived it.
current players' documentaries, but I will 100% watch it now that he's done playing.
I feel the same way. Like, I have not gotten to it, and my son, who's 21, told me, and I've been trying to reach my son in a way that is, I'll use stories about athletes. And I've told my son this story a million times. I said, look, when Tom Brady was at Michigan, Tom Brady walks into Lloyd Carr's office as head coach. And this is a story that Tom Brady and Lloyd Carr have both told. And Tom Brady is saying to Lloyd Carr, Coach, this guy's no good, and that guy can't block, and this guy doesn't run, and that guy can't run patterns, and all this other stuff. And Lloyd Carr looks at Tom Brady and he says, Tom, you worry about you. You do your job the best you can do it. Let us coach the team. We see who can and who can't and who's doing right and who's not. We'll handle that for you. You play the best you can play, and we'll deal with all this other stuff. And I've always told my son the same thing, because as a player, he's like, this guy can't block. The coach doesn't work on the special teams enough. Always complaining about everybody else. And I'm like, just be focused on you, and everybody else needs to do the same thing. So my son watches this Man in the Arena documentary. Not that he's a big Brady fan going into it at all. And now he tells me he's like the biggest Brady fan there is, and that the whole documentary has changed his life. And I'm not joking. Like, I don't know what it has changed because I haven't seen it yet, but that's what he's telling me. We'll keep going here because I want to talk more about Brady. I also want to start transitioning into Josh McDaniels and the Raiders job. Stick around. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man. We're coming to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, and we got a lot to get to, so hang out.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Catch the action as St. Augustine takes on Mission Bay February 4th at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable. From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health.
I'm Erica Cardenas. On the next episode of Your Health, we're kicking off the new year with healthy lifestyle tips. We tackle and bust health myths and need-to-know education about the COVID-19 vaccine.
Watch Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living, Mondays at 9 on YourView.
I founded Driveway Auction after working in the automotive industry, becoming a dealer and questioning the process that puts consumers at a huge disadvantage when selling their cars.
The big difference between Driveway and the other services is that Driveway works for you. If you've ever tried to sell a car, you know that it's an awful process that makes you either go and meet strangers in parking lots to take test drives or sit at the dealership for hours and hours while they wear you down. Driveway eliminated all of that.
With Driveway Auction, we come to you, so we complete the 40-point vehicle inspection from the comfort and convenience of your own driveway.
We send an independent third-party inspector to take measurements of the car, take pictures of it, evaluate the condition.
We use that information to advocate for you, using our network of buyers to compete. And when they compete, you win.
They take over the whole process, and you don't have to do anything.
Our clients get more money and a better process with Driveway.
Everybody at Driveway made me feel so comfortable during the whole process. It was a great experience.
Prospect Home Finance is a mortgage company. We specialize in residential refinances and home purchases. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, if you're going out looking for a pre-approval, to buy a new home, meet with the realtor. We would help you facilitate that and walk you through the process from A to Z. We specialize in getting homeowners loans for their dream home, but we also do more than that. So today we came down to Ocean Beach, partnered up with Surfrider, and had some team members come down here from Prospect, all pitched together, and had quite a bit of trash to clean up.
It's really heartening to see people come out and really care for the waterways.
It was great getting out here, and we're going to do it again soon. We're always looking for ways to give back to the community of San Diego. So if you have any ideas or need any help or support in any way, visit us at homefinance.com.
1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live games, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Explore the Southwest lifestyle, the culture, the music, the food, y más. Join hosts J.R. Cardenas and Vanessa Ramirez on Su Vida.
Welcome to 2022. Did you make a New Year's resolution?
We have the top 10 most popular and our advice on the next Su Vida.
Watch Su Vida Sunday night at 7 on YourView and YourView.com. Catch the action as St. Augustine takes on Mission Bay February 4th at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
When doors open for kids, they change lives. For over 75 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater San Diego has been opening its doors to provide a safe place for kids whenever they are out of school. A place with caring mentors and opportunities to focus on academic success, healthy lifestyles, and character building. At the club, we do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid that walks through our doors by inspiring, empowering, and changing lives.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
San Diego State men's basketball dominated New Mexico on Monday night. The Aztecs got the win 72-47, becoming the first team to beat New Mexico by 20 or more points in 3 straight matchups. Keshad Johnson and Matt Bradley each had 14 points apiece. Johnson had a season best with his point production going 6 of 10 shooting and had 10 rebounds for his second career double-double. SDSU showed their ability to move the ball with a 19-8 advantage in assists and outscoring New Mexico on the fast break 25-1. Next up, SDSU will take on Colorado State on Friday. The last time these two teams met was January 8th. The Aztecs got the win 79-49 against the then number 20 ranked Rams. SDSU is 12-5 overall and 4-2 in Mountain West play, heading into Friday's matchup on the road. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by YourView.
Prospect Home Finance, San Diego's mortgage leader, is celebrating 15 years of happy clients. HomeFinance.com is the go-to resource online or on your mobile device to discover your best home loan options.
Hi, I'm Jason Bondrak, CEO at Prospect Home Finance. I want to say thank you to all of our clients, both past and future. As part of our 15-year anniversary, we'll close your home loan in 15 business days.
Start your easy home finance process today at HomeFinance.com.
When California weather conditions create a high risk for wildfires, electric companies may shut off power in some neighborhoods as a precaution. These public safety power shutoffs could affect homes and businesses and interrupt power to your home, devices, and even our Cox facilities. During a PSPS, we'll work hard to keep customers connected to their Cox services in conditions that are safe for you, our employees, and our community. For information and updates, follow us on Twitter and visit Cox.com.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
Hey, great friends, what's happening? It is a Tuesday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew. Glad to have everybody along. Those of you that are watching on YouTube, I got to say, that's where I am during the show. I am in the YouTube chat. So I'm watching, I'm listening, I'm hanging out, I'm communicating. I'm with you guys in the YouTube chat. So for everybody that watches the show on YouTube, glad you guys are here. Glad you guys are participating. Glad you guys veer off into your own conversations. It's great to have everybody along. That's part of the YouTube channel and the YouTube chat. For those of you that participate by listening on the radio on ESPN 1090, it's great to have all you guys here. Shout out to my buddy Dave Pawlowski. I'm sending a shout out to my buddy Dave, who I saw about a month ago. This is when we were on a little vacation during the holidays, and I saw him up in Mammoth. And I saw him here just randomly, and I said, "Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you." I said, "What are you doing up here? Just a little holiday trip?" He goes, "No, I actually came up here for a month, and I work in the morning and I ski in the afternoon." And I'm like, "That sounds like the greatest thing ever." Well, here I am up in Mammoth now, doing virtually the same thing. I'll ski early in the day, only to jump back onto the air later in the day. And little did I know, Alex, for all this time that we talked about COVID, you can work from wherever, you can work from home, people getting sprinter vans and traveling around the country and still working, um, and so on. I didn't know that I could really do it. And I've gotten this house that my girlfriend owns wired because my friend Avery Martinez taught me about hard wiring versus Wi-Fi. Had this house wired, plugged right in. Here we are. I can do this show. I can do the LA show. I can do it all from up here and ski a little bit during the day. So shout out to my boy Dave who told me about this and got me into it. Shout out to my boy Avery. I was on the phone with him early this morning, FaceTiming with him. I'm showing him the router here and I'm showing him like the extenders and he's walking me through it and talking me through it. So it is all part of the Great Friends Network, and much love to everybody who listens and who watches every day. I don't know where I was going, but I'm sending shout outs and love. How about that?
Shout out.
All right, we were talking about Tom Brady. And we started off about the reports of last week. He's going to retire. And then everybody's denial, his agent, his father, the Buccaneers, everybody's denial, including Tom Brady last night. I bet you Jim Gray's not real happy. Adam Schefter broke the story, and Jim Gray has Tom Brady on his podcast last night, and Tom Brady doesn't give him anything. Alex, do we have any audio that we can listen to from Tom Brady's podcast?
So were you surprised when these reports came out, when you haven't made a decision that seemingly others say you have?
There's always a good line that, I'm responsible for what I say and do, and not responsible for what others say or do. So, again, I think one thing I've learned about sports is, you control what you can control, and, what you can't, you leave to others. So, everyone I know we're in such an era of, information and people want to be, in front of the news often. And I totally understand that. I understand that's the environment we're in. But I think for me, I'm just literally, it's day to day with me. I'm just trying to do the best I can every day and, evaluate things as they come and, trying to make a great decision for me and my family.
Mm-hmm. Larry Fitzgerald should have jumped in and been like, "Man, you're lying."
I already talked
Yeah, I don't
about
know.
Schefter.
Yeah, I don't know if they do it together.
Well,
Yeah,
Jim
do it
Gray.
separate?
Jim Gray should have said something like, "Well, Tom," because he calls him Tommy. Well, Tommy.
Tommy,
Don't you
it
think
would be a big pleasure if you could tell Macy's our sponsor.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
Did you hear?
Brady.
By the way, I'm trying to find it right now because the
Yeah.
way he asked the question, Sirius posted that, but the way he asked the question was like the biggest kiss ass way to ever ask a question. I'm trying to find it.
Well,
Oh, here we
dude.
go. It goes
Yeah.
like this. This is Jim Gray asking, does this overstep the boundaries of having the proper respect for all that you have achieved and not allowing you to be able to do this on your own timeline?
I mean, look, is it an ass kisser question by Jim Gray? Yes, it is. Okay, but Jim Gray, Jim Gray has made a career of getting stories and
I mean,
creating
he got
relationships.
the biggest decision of all time, right?
Right. He was there for LeBron James's decision. He was there when he pretty much accused Pete Rose of cheating at the All-Star game. This is a long time ago. He was there when Mike Tyson would, "Look at me, man. Look at my eye. Look at me, man. I'm ready to fight. He don't want to fight. Look at me, man. I got some children's." What's up, Browner? What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all, man.
You don't think that was a pretty solid Tyson?
No, no, I don't.
It's all right.
No,
That was pretty good.
It's all right. It's not
It was
great.
like a Simpsons Tyson.
It's not
More
terrible.
like a South Park Tyson.
I mean, bottom line is he was there. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Look at me, man. Look at my eye.
Again?
Look at me. I want to fight. He don't want to fight. Look at me, man. So
Can I ask you a
look,
question?
yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
It
How
got
much
worse though the second time.
Yeah,
Right,
second time
because it
wasn't
was
as
bad. The first.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Go
How
ahead, ask it.
confident are you in that?
In what?
In that impression of Mike Tyson?
It's like a 45 to 50%er.
So if Mike Tyson showed up in a room and I said, "Hey, Mike, this guy does a great impression of you," would you do it?
Yeah, for sure. I'd be like, Mike, check this out. Look at me, man. Look at my eye. I want to fight. He don't want to fight. Look at me. I got children's.
He'd punch you right in the stomach.
No, he wouldn't.
I
No, he
swear it
wouldn't.
got better. I swear, I mean, it got worse. Like
Yeah, it did. It's
used to
generationally,
be-
it's gotten worse.
Yeah, it used to be better.
Yeah. Well, I
Now
haven't
it
heard
is
in a
like
long time.
it is very South Parky. Now that you do it like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, here's the point about Jim Gray. Okay, Jim Gray, you can accuse him of sucking up to Tom Brady, and that's okay. He did. But here's the reality of the situation. Jim Gray is very good at what he does. What does he do? It's not about interviewing. It's not about being in the ring or being on the field. It's about creating relationships with big stars and creating relationships with big brands and then putting those things together. Because if it wasn't for Jim Gray having a relationship with the CEO of Macy's, who he can then say, "Hey, Mr. CEO of Macy's, you know, I've got Tom Brady, who I think would do a weekly show with me at halftime of Monday Night Football. And if you guys pay the load, so you guys pay me this much money, okay? I give this much to Tom Brady, I give this much to Westwood One, and I keep this for me." That's what Jim Gray did. Okay. No media people have that sort of entrepreneurial spirit / relationships to pull this kind of stuff off. I mean, Jim Gray had a 50th birthday party and Muhammad Ali was there. Bill Walton was there. Owners of NFL franchises were there. You're like, isn't he just like a reporter? He's not. There's a lot more to Jim Gray's game. So I know he's a big suck up and a big ass kisser to everybody, right? It was LeBron, it was Kobe, it's Tom Brady, but I'm
Not
telling you,
Floyd.
right, not Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather always hated him.
Well, that's because they got no business together, probably.
Yeah.
You know. Nonetheless, forget about Jim Gray and who's breaking the story. Okay, let's go to Tom Brady now. Tom Brady retiring. You said it earlier, Alex, that they were adding an episode to the Man in the Arena docuseries. I
The
didn't know
finale
that.
has not aired yet.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Has it been produced? Do you know?
I'm assuming it's being produced right now.
Right. So
With
that
like
so that
a
you see this.
farewell retirement monologue or something
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. Well, speaking of monologues, then let me get to this. Browner, have you read Tom Brady's retirement letter that he wrote
No.
and posted on Instagram? You didn't?
No, I don't read those
I feel like I'm about to read right now.
All right.
I'm gonna read like a chapter of the Bible right now. It's so long.
All right. Alex is going to read for everybody. For those of you listening, Alex will read it for you. For those of you watching, we'll put it up on the screen. Okay. But this is early in the morning. Tom Brady puts out a post on Instagram. And, look, this is not just some random dude retiring. This is one of
Right.
the biggest brands in all of sports retiring. So this isn't like he sat down this morning and he typed this out on his phone. This is
This is a notes app, Scott. This is the dark mode notes app.
okay.
I think it looked like it to me.
But again, what I'm saying is this isn't Brady sitting down this morning on the toilet going, "Hey, I'm going to write this out here. Hey to the Buccaneers and blah, blah, blah." No, this is done very, very surgically.
Okay.
The way this is written by a PR expert. Go ahead, Alex, read it. And I may ask you as you're playing,
As I
Brady,
to stop.
I may ask you to stop along the way.
Or maybe it's not the notes app. Either way, here you go. I've always believed the sport of football is an all-in proposition. If a 100% competitive commitment isn't there, you won't succeed, and success is what I love so much about our game. There's a physical, mental, and emotional challenge every single day that has allowed me to maximize my highest potential. And I have tried my very best these past 22 years. There are no shortcuts to success on the field or in life. This is difficult for me to write, but here it goes. I am not going to make that competitive commitment anymore. I have loved my NFL career, and now it is time to focus my time and energy on other things that require my attention.
Okay, so that's page 1. Now, if you're following this on Instagram, now you got to swipe, okay, because there's more coming. Keep going.
I've done a lot of reflecting the past week and have asked myself difficult questions. And I'm so proud of what we have achieved. My teammates, coaches, fellow competitors, and fans deserve 100% of me. But right now, it's best I leave the field of play to the next generation of dedicated and committed athletes.
It's time out for one quick second. I love that line actually about it's time for me to leave the field and give way to a new generation. Because look, as great as Brady is, and as many yards as he threw for this year, and as many wins as the Bucks had, and hosting a playoff game and everything, you look at the young generation of Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Herbold, uh, Lamar Jackson. You just look at this next generation of
Justin
players.
Fields.
Yeah, well,
No.
he hasn't really joined that group yet. I mean, I guess
He
I
playing.
guess I guess if you
He's
want
a
to go down to
quarterback.
right, but if you go down to like the next level, you'd have Justin
27th.
Fields, and you'd have like
Zach Wilson.
yeah, like you'd have all these young kids coming up, but guys that are young and are already succeeding is what I'm getting at. And you're Brady.
It's funny
and
he
you're
says that
44.
though, because he's better than them.
He is, but the way he says it, it's time to give way. Can you read the line one more time? To the next
It's
generation.
best I leave the field of play to the next generation of dedicated and committed athletes.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, I want to leave on top.
Right.
I outpassed all these guys this year. I still had my team in position. I'm good. All
I
right,
read that as I just don't want to try to be as good as them anymore. Like I am better than them. I just don't want to put the effort to keep being better than them.
It takes a lot of work for a 44-year-old guy to stay to be able to compete against Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Not so much against Justin Fields, but you understand the point.
Right. To my Bucks teammates the
What,
past
Browner?
2 years.
What, dude?
I love you guys, and I have loved going to battle with you. You have dug so deep to challenge yourself, and it inspired me to wake up every day and give you my best. I am always here for you guys and want to see you continue to push yourselves to be your best. I couldn't be happier with what we accomplished together.
Okay. Now I just want to pause here for a minute.
Okay.
Now Brady's first thank you, if you will, is to his Bucks teammates, right? To the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and his teammates. Let's just note that for a moment, that his first thank you is to the players and the organization that he's been playing with for the last 2 seasons. Keep going, please.
To all the Bucks fans, thank you. I didn't know what to expect when I arrived here, but your support and embrace have enriched my life and that of my family. I've been honored to play for such a passionate and fun fan base. What a crew with a K. To the city of Tampa and the entire Tampa St. Petersburg region, thank you. It has been wonderful to be a resident of such a fun place to live. I wanted to be invited to our next boat parade. To the Glazer family, thank you for taking a chance on me and supporting me. I know it was demanding at times, but you provided everything we needed to win, and your ownership was everything a player could ask for.
Yeah, thanks for taking a chance
Yeah.
on me. All right, so far what he's thanked, let's note this. Buccaneer teammates, the fans, the city of Tampa, and the ownership of the team. Keep going. This is now the next swipe on Instagram.
To Jason Licht, thank you for your daily support and friendship. I will never forget it. I had never been through free agency, and I had some trepidation about how we could achieve success. Your leadership gave me confidence, and I will always be grateful. To my head coach, Bruce Arians, thanks for putting up with me. Your film leadership and guidance were ideal. There's no way we could have had success without your experience, intuition, and wisdom. I am very grateful. To all the Bucks coaches, my sincere thanks for all the hard work, dedication, discipline that goes into creating a winning team. I have learned so much from you all and will value the relationship we have.
Okay. Last swipe. One more swipe from Tom Brady.
I think there's more.
I know.
We get it.
To every single Bucks staffer and employee, thank you. Each of you is critically important, and I was greeted with a smile every day. This means so much to me. Your work is made up of long hours and hard tasks, but please, I know I see each and every one of you. Thank you so much. To Alex Guerrero, thank you. I could never have made every Sunday without you. It's that simple. Your dedication to your craft and our friendship and brotherhood are immeasurable. We have unbreakable bond, and I love you. To Don Yee and Steve Dubin, is that how I say that?
Yep.
Thank you. You've been with me every step of the way since I left the University of Michigan, and before I entered the league. What a journey it's been, and I couldn't do it without you.
All right. Is there one more swipe here from Brady? Because
Please, no.
Listen. Okay. Here we go. Now it's to his parents.
What about his wife?
And then it's to his wife and his children. He leaves his wife and his children for the end. Alex, read the last paragraph if you don't mind.
And lastly, to my wife, Giselle, my children, Jack, Benny, and Vivi, you are my inspiration. Our family is my greatest achievement. I've always come off the field and home to the most loving and supportive wife who has done everything for our family to allow me to focus on my career. Her selflessness allowed me to reach new heights professionally, and I am beyond words what you mean to me and our family. Te amo, amor de mi niña vida. I'm assuming that's Portuguese. There's more.
Oh, good God.
You wanted me to read this,
I
bro.
know,
We're
I
in.
know.
We're
Okay.
pot committed.
Okay. Here's what I want to get at. Here's my point. And I realize this gets long. I'm not
There's
as
more.
turned off by Browner, okay, like Browner is, but here's what I want to say. Thank you to the Buccaneers. Thank you to my teammates. Thank you to my coaches. Thank you to the staffers. Thank you to the fans. Thank you to the city. Thank you to my agents. Thank you to my trainer. Thank you to my family. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on, right? To me, when I read all of this was early this morning when I read this, it was glaring to me from the very beginning who he did not thank. Browner, you're nauseated by all of this. I'm not really sure why. But do you notice somebody missing from all of these thank yous?
Yeah, the people who shouldn't be in there.
Like
the Patriots, Bill Belichick. He's good with Robert Kraft, so him and Robert Kraft are probably still homies, but to the hell with them. To the hell with them.
I know, but don't you find it like
He
to
thanked
me?
them later.
Yeah, okay, because here's what I said to Alex. I go, Alex, look, we got to put this all on the screen. We got to talk about this because I found it interesting from the very beginning that if you're going to say thank you to the Buccaneers and the fans and the family and all the people that helped you in the final 2 years of your career, I just would have thought that this would have been crafted in a way that would have said, and let me go back to my roots. Thank you to the Patriots organization for drafting me. Thank you to Bill Belichick for believing in me. Thank you to all my coaches and teammates who we won 6 Super Bowls together. Thank you to Robert Kraft, who did all of these things for me along the way. None of that was in there, which gets me back to the beginning of this conversation, which was this isn't Tom Brady sitting on the can in the morning typing this up. This is crafted by a PR agency. And the fact that there's no mention of the Patriots at all in this statement, I found to be really interesting. But later in the day, Alex, you say that he does come out with a second.
No. They got 2 lines, maybe 10 words.
It's a quote tweet.
Robert Kraft put out a statement, and he wrote to them.
Okay,
Thank you, Patriot Nation. I'm beyond grateful. Love you all.
Okay, well then this gets back to my point because I didn't know what the continuation of it was. Alex said to me, "Well, he eventually thanked the Patriots." He didn't have his PR team write thank you to the Patriots. He didn't have his PR team put in Bill Belichick or any of his great teammates or any of the coaches. He didn't thank the fans, the city of Boston, the region of New England. He didn't do any of that. Just a quote tweet from Robert Kraft.
Hey, listen,
I
look.
find that to be very interesting that with all the success in the 6 Super Bowls in New England, not even a mention in the retirement statement. It's all about Tampa, the Buccaneers, where he was there for 2 years.
If you get a new wife, you better not talk about your old wife. Okay? And the old wife gave up on him after 6 championships and over almost 2 decades of success. She looked at him and went, "Nah, I'm gonna find somebody else, man. I don't think this is going too much further."
Well,
and
this
he
is
went somewhere
from
else and did better. I wouldn't thank them either. Get the hell out of here, man. Y'all gave up on me. What I'm thanking y'all for? This day goes to the Bucks. If it wasn't for the Bucks, I wouldn't still be playing.
He also tweeted this like the day he signed with the Bucks. Like this was May 17, 2020.
Right.
So he already did all that.
Well, I think this is very calculated that he did not thank them at this time. And
who's
you know
going to
what?
retire his number?
Both?
No.
What?
I don't. I mean,
Both?
Tampa,
The Bucks retire his number.
they will just because it's
Why?
good for their business
brand.
to always be in business with the brand
That's
of Tom Brady.
right.
That's why.
That's right. And he gonna get a statue at both those stadiums, and we gonna move on.
Well, hey,
Statue in
let me listen. We can continue this conversation, but let me say this:
Who y'all think he's not gonna get a statue at both stadiums?
He's definitely going to get one in New England.
I don't think he's gonna get a statue in Tampa.
I think he will just because
Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl. Does he have a statue?
No, but but Brad Johnson doesn't mean anything to the business of the Buccaneers.
Right. Thank you. Yes.
You know? All right, hold that thought for 1 second because look, when you're 44 years old and you're still playing in the NFL and you're trying to keep up with all these young kids, man, it takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication. Guys, as we all age, okay, for us to keep up with all these young studs, we could use some extra help, whether it's working out or eating right. But the fact of the matter is, we probably don't work out as hard as we should. We definitely don't watch our diets as cleanly as we should. And we're not getting from our food all of the vitamins and nutrients that we want. This is where iThrive MD comes into play. This is San Diego's leading anti-aging clinic. Now, as you get older and your testosterone levels drop and you don't have as much energy, you don't have as high of a libido, and there are other complications that come from having low testosterone, this is where iThrive MD can really help. But it's not just purely testosterone. If you find yourself lethargic and you have like no energy, NAD could be for you, because all of a sudden it just wakes up your entire body. I've been talking about intravenous vitamins, and we eat, or we try to eat right, and we hope our bodies get from the vitamins and from the food all the things we need, but we don't really digest it all, and we don't get to use it all. That's where intravenous vitamins come in. There are so many offerings at iThrive MD. I invite you to use their website, ithrivemd.com/Kaplan, ithrivemd.com/Kaplan. We are committed to men's health in 2022, which is why the docs and celebrity athletes who use iThrive are coming on the show each week. So use it. Take advantage. ithrivemd.com/Kaplan. Lots more to get to, including the Raiders hiring a new coach. Stick around. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man from the 7 Mile Casino Studio.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Alive and Well at Your View want to send you and a guest on a fabulous vacation in Hawaii. You'll stay at the luxurious Fairmont Orchid Hawaii and experience their award-winning spa. Enjoy acres of gardens, waterfalls, an oceanfront pool, and white sand beach. Winners will also receive Sambucol Black Elderberry products to complete your wellness journey. Visit aliveandwell.tv for your chance to win.
Catch the action as St. Augustine takes on Mission Bay February 4th at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
Prospect Home Finance, San Diego's mortgage leader, is celebrating 15 years of happy clients. HomeFinance.com is the go-to resource online or on your mobile device to discover your best home loan options.
Hi, I'm Jason Bondrak, CEO at Prospect Home Finance. I want to say thank you to all of our clients, both past and future. As part of our 15-year anniversary, we'll close your home loan in 15 business days.
Start your easy home finance process today at HomeFinance.com.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
San Diego State men's basketball dominated New Mexico on Monday night. The Aztecs got the win 72-47, becoming the first team to beat New Mexico by 20 or more points in 3 straight matchups. Keshad Johnson and Matt Bradley each had 14 points apiece. Johnson had a season best with his point production going 6 of 10 shooting and had 10 rebounds for his second career double-double. SDSU showed their ability to move the ball with a 19-8 advantage in assists and outscoring New Mexico on the fast break 25-1. Next up, SDSU will take on Colorado State on Friday. The last time these two teams met was January 8th. The Aztecs got the win 79-49 against the then number 20 ranked Rams. SDSU is 12-5 overall and 4-2 in Mountain West play, heading into Friday's matchup on the road. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live games, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Today, we proudly held the ribbon cutting ceremony for our new office in La Jolla, California. Here we are in the Merrill Lynch building, right in the middle of the village, and really, really happy to be part of this neighborhood. This is really special to Prospect in that it almost signifies the fact that we've grown up officially. We have survived the past 15 years by being very agile. We come to this one amazing location from 3 separate offices. So it's fantastic having everyone under one roof. This is going to do wonders in terms of streamlining our operations, being able to communicate with someone down the hall as opposed to someone who's several blocks away is going to be terrific. Our CEO, Jason Vondrak, he's a very humble person, but I know this day really, really means a lot to him in that he has led this company for 15 years. And he started this business out of a studio apartment. And look where we are now. That's huge. I think this new space signifies just endless possibilities for Prospects. I mean, we're headquartered in La Jolla, but we do business all around the country. So our goal is to be licensed to offer home financing in all 50 states, and we're well on our way.
Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
I founded Driveway Auction after working in the automotive industry, becoming a dealer and questioning the process that puts consumers at a huge disadvantage when selling their cars.
The big difference between Driveway and the other services is that Driveway works for you. If you've ever tried to sell a car, you know that it's an awful process that makes you either go and meet strangers in parking lots to take test drives or sit at the dealership for hours and hours while they wear you down. Driveway eliminated all of that.
With Driveway Auction, we come to you, so we complete the 40-point vehicle inspection from the comfort and convenience of your own driveway.
We send an independent third-party inspector to take measurements of the car, take pictures of it, evaluate the condition.
But we use that information to advocate for you, using our network of buyers to compete. And when they compete, you win.
They take over the whole process, and you don't have to do anything.
Our clients get more money and a better process with Driveway.
Everybody at Driveway made me feel so comfortable during the whole process. It was a great experience.
Prospect Home Finance is a mortgage company. We specialize in residential refinances and home purchases. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. If you're going out looking for a pre-approval to buy a new home, meet with the realtor, we would help you facilitate that and walk you through the process from A to Z. We specialize in getting homeowners loans for their dream home, but we also do more than that. So today we came down to Ocean Beach, partnered up with Surfrider, and had some team members come down here from Prospect, all pitched together, and had quite a bit of trash to clean up.
It's really heartening to see people come out and really care for the waterways.
It was great getting out here, and we're going to do it again soon. We're always looking for ways to give back to the community of San Diego. So if you have any ideas or need any help or support in any way, visit us at homefinance.com.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas. Join Jane Klaus on Creative Living as she shares fun and inspiring ideas for enriching your life.
I'm Jane Klaus, and on the next Creative Living, we're talking about making positive changes in your lifestyle to kick off the new year. And a new career path for 2022 that could have you traveling the country.
Watch Creative Living, Sunday night at 8:30 on YourView and YourView.com. Creative Living. Imagine what you can do. Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate Black History Month with recognition of African American history, culture, and perseverance.
Watch Doing More, Sunday night at 6 on YourView and YourView.com. If you love animals, Animal Zone is for you. From rescues to animal experts, Animal Zone is fun for the whole family. Watch Animal Zone right here on your view, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. And visit animalzone.org to learn more about the show.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 a.m. A new generation of radio, SoCal Sports Talk.